Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me for your daily tarot reading with Tarot Mom. I ask you to choose the stone that draws you, the one that resonates with your gut, and we'll begin. I always do a golden nugget card at the end too for further clarification if you need it. For those of you who chose this light blue-gray stone, we have the Page of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Three of Wands. So these are minor arcana, no major arcana today, but they're nice cards. So the Ace of Swords is Source helping you, maybe enlightening your thinking, bringing a truth to you, bringing some clarity, maybe help in planning, maybe help knowing what to say. It's so wonderful. Sometimes I ask Source, give me the words. And that's always magical. What happens after that? And we have the Page of Cups, which is, that's just a delightful, being spontaneous, going where your mood leads you a bit, being able to maybe even have a carefree kind of day. That can be somebody in your life too, a young person or a child who, brings a pleasant cup, right? Brings some pleasantness with him. Or perhaps is emotionally impetuous. Perhaps that too. But if that's the case, if this is somebody you need to offer guidance to, well, it looks like Source will help you to know what to say. We have the Three of Wands, and that is sort of looking out into the future for your ship to come in. So in other words, that's a message that you have put time and effort into something that will bring a result, even if it is a ways off. That's okay. It's sort of like Source is saying, please don't be disheartened if what you're looking forward to is a ways off. Your efforts are valuable. They are effective. Keep it up. It's like Source is saying that. Yeah, so very nice cards here. Really good cards. All right. For those of you who chose this metallic kind of stone, we have the King of Cups, we have the Emperor, we have the Four of Coins. Very interesting. One major arcana, that's your Emperor. That can be having a take charge kind of attitude, just having great clarity, knowing what's right, knowing what's effective, knowing what's best for everyone, and moving forward with that confidently. So that can be your take charge attitude. But once in a while, the Emperor comes up, especially when we have this Four of Coins right by. Sometimes the Emperor comes up there could be somebody in your life who sort of is being a bit imperious and maybe a bit controlling, wanting to give direction. Maybe it's about money. This can be a miserly or greedy kind of card sometimes. So, you could be having something with that. Or this can be an inner critic too, with disapproval sometimes. But now the King of Cups, now that's your maturity, that's your wisdom, that's your intuition, that's your understanding of the depth of the situation. See, now the Emperor, he's all about the laws and the rules. He doesn't always see he doesn't trouble himself, frankly, with all of the ambiguity, all of the, actually, sometimes quite important aspects of a situation, like the emotions involved, the people involved, the relationships involved. So this is your energy, and it lets you ride things out. So even if somehow this is a negative, you are obviously mature enough to see the depth of the situation. Maybe this reading is a reassurance that you're seeing something in whole, using your intuition, using your emotional understanding. And that's great, This can, like I said, be quite a positive card too, like a take charge kind of energy. And this Four of Coins then would be sort of like you're hanging on to your security. You're hanging on to it. You're not You're not wanting to spend it, or you're not doing anything to endanger your physical security, your money, your health, whatever it is. And you're taking charge and saying, no, it's not right. It wouldn't be right for me to put my security in jeopardy. So, whatever this can be, you're going to have to choose the reading that fits for you. But this is, there's powerful energy here and mature energy here. And there's definitely hanging on to security here. So, I don't see anything frightening at all here, right? There's definitely hanging on to security. It depends upon what's going on in your life, how you read those cards. For those of you who chose the rose quartz, we have the devil, the death card, and the world. Whoa! Holy moly, 3 major arcana, and they are big ones. Wow. Huh. The world is completion and success, okay? Very frequently. But now look at this, that we have an ending to something. Maybe something that you felt trapped regarding. I feel like the death card by this world card, the ending of something, it might be a good ending. That might be good. It might be time for it to complete. There might be a sense of, settled, it's over. And it may have been something that bedeviled you. Now, this devil card can be about excesses in, say, worry or any kind of thoughts, obsessive thoughts, or excessive activities, or feeling tied to something that you can't change, whether that's somebody else's issue or your own issue. So it bedevils us. It just kind of bedevils us until we get really ready to be making a change we need to make, is what it is. I think this is clearly saying whatever it is that perhaps has been bedeviling you, it's done. It's time for it to be done. And that's a success. It's very interesting. Yeah, there might have been a situation that just, kind of went on, and it's coming to a close. Yeah. There's a sense of completion here, like you are complete and whole and successful all on your own. Like this woman is there all on her own. And she is, really kind of tied to all of the elements. She's definitely confident. There's the eternity symbol up there. It's very interesting. Very interesting. So I think this is the main card in your reading, and the rest will have to be interpreted by you. Nothing to fear with those cards. Sometimes that ending of something, there comes a peace and an acceptance that we need to come to move on. For those of you who'd like a little extra clarification, we have the Golden Nugget card, and that is the 2 of Swords. How interesting. We've gotten this a few times recently for the clarifier. Okay, so some of you are thinking, is this what my intuition is telling me, or is that? Is this the right analysis of my reading, or is that? Or is this the right choice, or is that the right choice? Well, the 2 of Swords would say, guess what? You don't need to decide all at once. It generally becomes clear to you with time or with more information. The blindfold comes up, there's more information. It's okay to hold that pose for a while. Sometimes I feel like our readings are one source of a nudge, a nudge. It's a nudge in a certain direction. And then we may have further clarification throughout the day or the week, month. You know, we might have further clarification. We can ask for signs from Source. A lot of times I feel like Source knows that can't spring it all on us at once because it'll freak us out, you know. We are creatures of habit. We tend to get a little bothered. Not everybody. Some people are really naturally adventurous and they're, you know, they love that. But most people like their security and they like their stability. And so they start to hear little whisperings from their intuition, their higher self, their source, to consider this. And a lot of times it's got to come clear gradually. And we get help for that, you know. It doesn't have to be all at once. So I like that card sometimes. Well, I thank you all so much. You have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.